Okay. Back at it again with Big Boss. We got the second legendary gunsmith.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Boss, one of the job offers we received concerns me. There's a
It turns out we're killers for hire, boss.
nuclear arms trade. This could be connected to that.
I've been thinking of maybe starting physical therapy, getting a prosthesis.
It's a wet job, but we need to divert Cypher's attention.
I need to move on with my life, boss.
For the details.
All right. Time to move on here. We actually have 2 missions available. We're just going to go in order.
They're soldiers. The contract is to kill them all. They used to be with a platoon of Mbeli rebels, but then the Buta authorities captured them. There are 2 locations, the Bumpevi plantation and the Kungenga mine. The client is none other than the general they served under. He wants them dead to keep them from talking. A commander murdering his former men. That's what this boils down to.
Yeah, but you could do the same. You're just choosing to keep the people you find in the wilderness alive.
Yeah. And also, yeah, the operation boundary for this mission, it's a diamond.
Ah.
Because there's a diamond mine in this mission.
There's 6 targets.
No, this is Big Boss. This is not Venom Snake. I saw the title card. My real dad is not here yet.
Not yet. He will be soon, however. So, this is a big mission. And so this will be a mission where we see the return of all 3 snakes.
Hooray!
Although, this mission is going to be spread across 2 episodes, so you're not going to be seeing Venom Snake this episode.
That's one of them. He was the platoon leader. Then he turned his back on the others and joined up with the local PF. Now
PF
he's part of the
Changs?
security detail at the Bumpevi plantation. He's not so different from the general. They get plenty worked up for rebellion and revenge, but don't give a damn about their own men.
Meanwhile, we give all the dams about our men. We built a sauna once.
No dams about rebellion or revenge. Well, maybe rebellion, no dams, but...
Yeah. Wish we could still have that sauna, boss, but after that fight, we just proved that none of us are ready to have one yet.
Not ready to have it, yeah. It's also why there's no cats. Someone forgot to feed Nuke.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, a big mission. There's 6 people to kill.
Wow.
Yeah. The first dude, the commander, is separate from the rest of them in this plantation. So we'll go after him first.
Plantation. The targets are mixed in with the soldiers in that base. Use the VI to identify them.
Nope, that's water. Oh, right there, okay.
A single burst from his machine gun can cut a man in half. Tread carefully, boss.
What Ocelot just said, people post that in the comments of our videos a lot because every time a helicopter appears, Ocelot wants to make sure you know that helicopters can kill you. I don't know if it's just like an oversight or a bug where it's like once that like the flag that triggers that, once it happens, it doesn't get like, you know, a flag doesn't get triggered to go like, hey, you heard it, you don't need to hear it again. So every time a helicopter is there, Ocelot will say one of his 2 sayings he has for helicopters. Ugh.
So tell me about this new bark command we got, though.
Oh, we'll be seeing that next episode, but basically, DD already had a wait command, and I mentioned that, like, he doesn't really wait for very long, or if you get far away from him, he'll stop waiting to come get close to you again. But yeah, you can command him to wait somewhere, and then command him to bark, and he just makes a really big distraction. It'll draw the attention of, like, lots of guards.
Yeah, so it's like a magazine with a bit different kind of range.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And the
And then the magazine can bite them.
yeah. Because, yeah, part of the issue is, like...
Oh, the target.
There he is. He's easy to spot. He's got the hat and a white shirt. Nobody else wears that here. But, Yeah, there's the advantage of using the bark to lure guards close to DD, because if you try to have him bite people from far away, like, they will see him running up to them and they will just shoot him. But if he's just barking, they don't think he's a threat, and they'll just, like, try to shoo him off, and that's when you can have him bite people. It's also just a really good distraction because he's much louder than empty magazines are.
Where are your friends?
So you can draw guards really far away from their post. And it's nice because you can be, like, really far. You can kind of get a good distance away from DD, then make him bark, and it gives you, like, a lot more extra time to sneak behind the people who are going to check out on the dog.
Yeah.
There's also a bit of a weird oversight with DD's bark that I'll use some point in the future where, you know, people are always shocked when they hear a dog barking all of a sudden, but you can make him bark over and over and kind of stun lock guards sometimes, because they'll just constantly be like, a dog is barking!
I feel like that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm walking around in the neighborhood, I see 5 people walking dogs. I want to look at all of those dogs. I might pet one.
Yeah, totally.
That's why I got a dog, to get closer to people with dogs.
It's a good excuse.
I recommend it. It worked.
Yeah. All right, so if we grab this guy and interrogate him a couple times, he's got some things to say.
Speak.
What?
What the?
Speak. Spit it out.
Yeah, he is the guy who knows the exact location of the other 5 soldiers you gotta take out.
What are you planning on doing, boss? Putting the target to sleep doesn't count as eliminating them. Neither does knocking them out.
All right. I just wish Miller would realize at this point. It's like, oh, you're gonna Fulton them. Okay. I'll get the applications and all the paperwork ready.
I notice he never gets snippy when you Fulton the Jeep. You think maybe he just wants to start a used car lot out there in the Seychelles?
Maybe Miller's getting tired of the whole PF business, and he just wants to try his hands at something else. Start from scratch, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe he feels like he's already done everything he can in this business, and to feel excited again and challenged, he needs to cover something else.
He has built a world destabilizing army from nothing twice.
Twice! Oh, man. Yeah, that's Big Boss getting that guy pretty easily. But, you know, what if, how would Vapor Snake handle this?
5 targets remaining.
I mean, it's not very hard to get inside the base. You can just kind of walk in from the sides and nobody will notice. And it's not even that hard to find the guy. But when he's in the middle of the base, it's kind of hard to take him out.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping he'll die from being annoyed by all these empty magazines, I think.
Yeah, maybe he has a heart condition.
Yeah.
Enough that he can be irritated to death.
What are you planning on doing, boss? Putting the target to sleep doesn't count as eliminating
I
them.
love that
Neither
Miller
does
thinks
knocking
a
them
man
out.
being smushed and then launched into the air by a tank is somebody that is getting put to sleep.
Well, yeah, again, in the veterinary sense.
Yeah, I guess so. Also, I wanted to do this to show that, yeah, if a soldier is, like, in his near-death state, and there are other soldiers nearby, on top of them being shocked by this, sometimes they try to console the guy who is dying and tell him, like, hey, buddy, it'll be okay. The doctor will be here soon.
That's really sad.
It is
That's
messed
really
up,
sad.
right? I feel it's, like, one of the details in this game that really makes it feel like these are, you know, fucking people you're killing, and not just, like, video game soldiers. The doctor
The
never
effect
comes,
is
by
a
the
bit
way.
spoiled by clipping through the fence that way.
Yeah.
Target confirmed dead. 5 targets remaining.
Also, no one cares about the giant golden tank that is in the middle of their base.
Yeah. So yeah, because of those, the upgraded Fulton balloons we got several episodes ago. You know, I showed airdropping a vehicle once when I was escaping from the skulls a few episodes ago. But yeah, airdropping vehicles is really handy, and it. Oh, by the way, decoys talk now. Well, we'll be seeing.
Not anymore. They don't.
We'll be seeing more of that later, but yeah, you can just drop vehicles on people. It's great. The nice thing too is like, if you drop one of your vehicles into the mission area, like you don't have to re-Fulton it to keep it. Like the instant you leave the mission area, it just automatically gets Fultoned. It's great. What? You were supposed to be distracted by being horny, mister. Oh boy.
How dare you? How dare you be less horny than expected?
My tactics are being ruined by these men not being horny. Might as well get in my golden tank. But yeah, that's a thing.
I think this says something about America. Just not sure
Maybe.
what.
I don't know. But yeah, once you start capturing vehicles or Fultoning them, you can customize vehicles with paint jobs. There's a lot of normal paint jobs, but there's also chrome and gold.
I'm gonna guess it doesn't do a lot for your camo index.
No, it doesn't. It's fun, though. I love having a golden tank. Alright. Now, let's drop a vehicle like a sane person so we can just drive somewhere.
Yeah, like boring dad does.
Responsible, boring dad. Time to listen to my stories.
Shinkolobwe. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. The U.S. bought a lot of uranium from Shinkolobwe mine during World War II for the Manhattan Project. They even sent a squad from the Army Corps of Engineers to reopen the mine after it was flooded. That's how good its uranium must have been. With that, the world's first nuclear test was a success. Shinkolobwe uranium might have been used in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs, too. Just hearing its name is like seeing all the phantoms of the war rise up to haunt us.
Ah, crap.
But all the uranium's dried up, and the mine's been closed for years. So someone reopened it. Right. Zero
Like I
Risk
said,
Security seized control of the
they don't
area
know how to
before
drive
the locals
around
to work in it.
things.
And the Zaire government was getting a slice of
So
what
they
took in
might get
exchange for
stopped, but
looking the other
eventually
way.
they'll
But
find a
Putin
way
has to
through.
finance his taste
Just through
somehow.
other
He'll
means.
gladly sell the rights to some old mine. The question is, why would Zero Risk Security do this kind of thing? Or rather, why were their employers, Cypher, interested in an abandoned mine?
Whoa.
They'd be getting trace
whoa.
amounts of uranium, yet to the naked eye it appears to be ordinary malachite. Meaning security would be lax. Not a very efficient way of obtaining it, but easier to move. But how would they enrich it at its destination? Did the yellow cake really have a layer of highly enriched uranium in it? Having trouble believing it? No. If they say it's real, then it's real. In which case,
I
they might
sure
have
do
some
love
enrichment
these
method
two
that we don't
guys
know about.
giving me
And it's
chemistry
what's
lessons.
Yeah.
possible. And that would mean it's almost complete.
Oh boy. Yeah, whoops. Don't drop vehicles into roads if it's a mission where there are tanks, because they'll probably blow it up.
Your GMP on this mission is not going to look good.
Yeah, gonna have to hopefully find some gigantic raw diamonds in like a corner of a room or something.
Well, we are going to a diamond mine.
That's true.
After all.
We are going to a mine. It's quite a long drive to the mine. There's a lot of bases in between that have like, you know, minerals and shit to get, but let's just skip that. We're good on resources right
Yes,
now.
One of those guards did tell you where to find some dope blueprints.
Oh, that's right, he did, yeah. I should also mention, like, when a mission says that, like, oh, there's a specific type of blueprint in it, you don't actually have to be in the mission to get it. Even if you're outside the mission, that blueprint will still be where it is in the mission, too, so... That's nice they don't have to start up a mission just to get a collectible you missed.
You've reached the mine. 5 targets are being held captive at that outpost. The VI on your iDroid will show you where they are.
I like this area. There's you can't quite see it yet, but there's a
pretty cool looking area. I like the verticality to it. It's, you know,
Yeah.
they dig down, down, and down. No, that's cool.
Yeah. It's again the reason why I like the Africa section of this game more, because I feel like the variety of locations it has is better than Afghanistan, which is a lot of flat dirt and stuff. Something
Ooh, that guy's good at stuff.
Yeah. Every once in a while, if you get some good RNG, by this point in the game, you can sometimes find S-rank dudes. It's pretty rare, but... something I wanted to say in the previous update was the difference in story structure in this game. Part of it just being, of course, that it's open world.
Right.
I also feel like the different direction it has in the cutscenes and stuff, I feel if it's like that and feels so different from what Metal Gear usually is, because Kojima was already so ready to do something else other than Metal Gear,
Yeah.
that he was, and like other people too on the staff, I'm going to assume, that they were just taking whatever ideas or inspirations they had for other stuff and just trying to put it into Metal Gear. Because like the cutscene direction in this game is the same cutscene direction for the most part that you see in all of the Death Stranding stuff so far. And I just wonder how much of that was just like, well, I did it in Metal Gear, now I actually get to do it for real.
Spit it out. Where are the others?
Smack him. Slap him.
I do gotta say though, for a game series that so lovingly renders butts pretty much all the time, a lot of the guards in this game don't really have much of a butt. Maybe there's a hidden stat somewhere that determines their butt.
This is the beginning of the end, and then Smash is really gonna seal it. The end of the butts. No more butts.
I will say, like, when people were like, oh no, they ruined Snake's ass in Smash in previews and stuff, it does seem that, like, they did a second pass on his model because his butt is better.
Yeah.
In the final game, Snake's butt is a lot better. It can still be more better, but it's not...
It can always be more better.
Yeah. You could always fit some more hams in those pants, but... another thing I wanted to bring up is,
Oh, that's cool.
right? I like this area.
Look at all that down there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice.
It's so terraced.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite areas just because it's just so deep and I don't know, it's just cool to look at. But I wanted to bring up that it seems, you know, with all the like celebrity friends Kojima's making that are showing up in Death Stranding and all that, it feels like he really wants it to get just like a recurring roster of actors to play the characters in all of his games.
Right. He
Because-
wants to American Horror Story it.
Yeah, that's what I feel like that's a thing he's really into right now, maybe. And that reminds me, they haven't officially confirmed it yet, and some of the actors, while like tweeting from mocap shoots, have had to like delete hashtags and repost their pictures because they accidentally spoil some actors that haven't been confirmed yet. And it's specifically Stephanie Houston, the actress that plays Quiet. She is in Death Stranding. You can actually see her in the last trailer they put out where, like, Troy Baker summons a giant liquid cat to fight Norman Reedus. Norman Reedus is carrying a lady on his back, and you can barely see her face under her hood, and it looks like it's Stephanie Houston. Also, I'm pretty sure it actually is pronounced Houston. I really thought it was, like, Houston or something, but I have heard many people pronounce her name, and it's always been said Houston, I think. That guy's gonna have a lot of bruises also.
Oh, yeah.
Right on his ass. Yeah, when you know the location of the other 5 people, pretty easy to get to this spot, because it's really easy to just realize, like, oh, I can just go around all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. While we're talking about Kojima and his celebrity friends,
Yeah.
something that I've, I don't know, harped on a little bit is how weird I think Jeff Keighley and Kojima's relationship is.
Yes, it's weird.
It's weird. It's weird because, let me tell you why I think it's weird. It's weird because if you are friends with Kojima, the whole world knows he will not shut up about you and how much he loves you.
Yeah.
I have never seen him do that for Jeff Keighley.
No.
It is so one-sided.
It feels
It is
really...
so-
It's weird. It is
It's
really weird.
That's an enemy gun.
I know, Ocelot. Oh, by the way, tank stealth, like, people can't see you when you're the tank, so, like, with normal soldiers at least, if you are in the tank and you are in an area where they would expect the tank to be and you don't do anything suspicious, you will not get caught. Helicopters...
just blend in.
Helicopters, however, getting suspicious because I'm just, like, out in this field for no reason. It takes a while for him to figure out that this tank shouldn't be here. But thanks for letting it be real easy to shoot you.
You became less famous for shooting down a helicopter.
Yeah. Yeah, tanks are good, obviously. They mess stuff up really good. And they have a lot of ammo, too. When you drop in a tank, it comes with 100 rounds in its cannon. Yeah, I absolutely agree that the relationship with Keighley and Kojima is very strange and feels very one-sided. Also, I want to bring up that...
You get the sense, at least I do, that, like, Keighley would name all of his children after Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
Who would not even notice.
Yeah. Also, this
he would
fence
be
is...
like, Jeff, I don't know any Jeffs in America. I'm sorry. I don't...
Yeah. Also, this fence is really sturdy, and the tank can't knock it over for some reason. It wiggles, but it won't break.
They should make the whole base out of that.
Right? Impenetrable. Whoop. Whoop. Uh-oh.
This is a well-defended base.
Yeah. All right, well...
You have made an error.
Well, I'm figuring that out. You know, you can call in, bombardments from other base. We now have sleep gas missiles.
Yeah, nobody's making money on this mission.
Yeah. Yeah, sleep gas missiles are rad. I mean, the team responsible for that is still pretty low level, only in like the lower 20s or whatever, so the bombardment is going to be pretty small and kind of inaccurate, but it's still good for knocking out like a good chunk of a base. Speaking of Jeff Keighley, though, I also want to bring up that fairly recently, we're recording this in January of 2019, fairly recently, Kanye West tweeted, "Yo, I heard that Hideo Kojima is going to be in New York, and I really got to talk to him." And Jeff Keighley immediately responded to him on Twitter, "Hey, I can get this arranged." What's going to happen? Yeah. Don't do this.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing to do. Like... Unless Kojima was like, yeah, that sounds good. Hey, my good buddy Jeff, who I never talk about, unlike my good buddy Norman and my good buddy Guillermo and my good buddy Mads.
Yeah.
Because it's not what it sounds like. It sounds like I'm just going to shoot you this guy's phone number who may not know how I have it.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Vapor Snake wasn't having a great time there, but it's all better. We just spotted a new buddy.
Ooh.
He's very small. We're gonna have to zoom in on this guy. Look at him.
Look at that butt. Oh my goodness!
There he comes.
Darling, there's hedgehogs in this game. You have to see. There's Come here.
I'm coming.
Okay. They have they're really wiggly.
Yeah. I think this buddy needs to be my
Look how
friend.
wiggly.
Don't shoot the hedgehog.
He's asleep.
He's asleep. The hedgehog is going to
Look, he's breathing.
the cute animal zoo on a oil platform.
Called me over so he could shoot the hedgehog in front of me.
I didn't know he was gonna shoot. I could have guessed he was gonna shoot the
that
hedgehog.
shit.
He's fine.
Actually.
He's going to a zoo. Oh, Jesus.
He's gonna make so many friends. There's bears and rams. Well, there's just the one bear. So many birds that are gonna be friends with a hedgehog.
I'm really not happy right now.
Okay.
Well, we got a new friend. We stuffed the sleepy hedgehog in our pocket. That's a good place to put a hedgehog, by the way, in your pocket.
Just don't roll over too much. Please don't roll over.
Yeah. We're having some trouble with some angry men with guns, so we're gonna set up some boxes and hope they go away. Although, Vapor Snake's strategy of just driving a tank into a place does work very well in this game, because most bases are not equipped to blow up a tank, and rifles, like, do nothing to it. It's great.
Nice.
Also, I wanted to show off, you know, when you upgrade the box, it increases its durability. That's just not for gunfire. That's also for water. Both rain and also just standing water will slowly break down your box. So just being in this puddle, it's slowly destroying my anime girl box. Oh. With such force, too.
It's okay, the 3D girl still remains.
3D or 2D, I can't decide. If only there was a 2.5D.
Maybe that's what she is. It is a 2D representation of a 3D girl.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Look at that decoy.
You've basically surrounded yourself with props here in this little bottleneck.
Yeah. But yeah, that whole thing with Kanye West was weird. I also, I have not met Jeff Keighley, but I know people who do, because I used to work at Volition, and I had some friends who worked there while Jeff Keighley visited for, like, some Saints Row 3 thing. And they told me he was a little strange. Like, he was nice and well-meaning, but basically when he wasn't recording something, he was talking to no one and just constantly checking his Twitter and responding to fans.
I mean, that's the life, man.
I guess it is,
That's the hustle.
I
just want to go back 2 seconds and say how much I enjoyed watching the shadows move across the box as you fast-forwarded.
That was nice.
It's very good.
Also, I was originally going to cut this stuff out because it's like, oh, I just don't need to show me waiting to, like, get rid of an alert. But something strange happened here. So, you know, I'm shooting this dude. The guy the guy behind him was looking right at me. The instant I popped out of the box, he did a 180. And now, like, I thought this guy, like, oh, he didn't see me because, like, he just had really narrow vision or something. But what's happened, actually, is I don't know what exactly I did, but this chain of events has rendered me invisible. Men are confused and they know something is wrong. They don't know I'm here, and if they walk too close to me, they get fucking held up. Hey, buddy, come over here. Something just shot you in the helmet. What's going on? Oh, I don't know. This guy just fell asleep for no reason. Weird.
Vapor Snake's psyche has been rendered.
Hands up, motherfucker! Don't move!
He's contagious!
Get down!
His vaporism is catching.
D-Horse, get over here. Check this shit out.
Oh, get a load of that.
I really don't know what caused this, and I know I will never be able to replicate it. But anyways, yeah, there you go. That's the power of Vapor Snake. You just gotta believe.
Think invisible thoughts. Think invisible
really,
thoughts.
Vapor Snake was born decades ago when Snake ate the mushroom and recharged his batteries. that was the inception of Vapor Snake, I think. Oh boy.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Like, no guards are here now, but I'm just curious, now that I took the box off, am I visible again?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But anyways, we're in the clear, and inside here, the other 5 dudes we gotta kill. Or, you know, just Fulton.
I know which one's quicker. I mean, the contract was very clear.
Yeah.
I think plot is about to happen.
Whoa.
I have this feeling that plot is going to happen.
You might be right. There's an air of plot about.
what to do.
Murder those kids, boss.
You take that. You'll need it to pay the ferryman across the river Styx.
Oh.
Their lives for a fistful of diamonds, huh? And what happens after that? They can't go home. They've only got two options. Heaven or hell.
No, there's another.
Utter heaven.
Miller, you always forget about that. We called it this for a reason. Because it sounds cool as shit.
Yeah.
How about it, Cos?
Fuck up that bucket.
I just got outbid.
That bucket was the real target.
We got the recording. Objective accomplished.
Oh, damn it, it wasn't Decoy Octopus. It was Decoy Octopus's apprentice.
You son of a bitch.
Damn it!
We'll bring him back to Mother Base.
How old is Decoy Octopus? Decoy Octopus is alive right now.
Yeah, he's alive right now. I don't know how old he would be. Like teenage maybe?
Teenage Octopus?
Yeah.
There's some high ground downriver. I'll have the
He's an
chopper set
inkling
down
right now.
there.
Yeah.
Leave the kids to safety.
Decoy Cuttlefish.
Listen, the kids don't get hurt. No matter what, you bring him back alive.
Pretty dope hologram you got there, big guy.
Yeah.
Exit the cave and turn left, then pass through the swamp and follow the river downstream.
Yay, I got my own kids!
You'll have to leave
He
the
did
kids
it.
to the RV.
He did it. Now you'll become the greatest father.
Woo! Can't wait to make them shoot guns!
Your code name is Big Pops.
Large father.